Alright, episode 4.
We on a roll, motherfucker. We
Telatalk.
4 weeks in. That's a whole month. That child support check is coming through for all the babies that you having kids to this.
Alright, damn, if y'all having babies to this, y'all niggas is mad weird.
Have you heard our... Yeah, actually, yeah.
Exactly. Alright, so there's a lot of things to run down this week in fashion. A very big week in fashion. Alright, so the first topic for the day is going to be
right into it.
The Louis Vuitton Virgil collection. The highly anticipated collection.
The first one.
Everybody was wondering to see what Virgil was going to do, including myself and AB Dash.
Man's been cooking, you know?
So, we're going to get into it. Well, I'll get into it and starting off with the decor of everything. Everything was set up really well. I think, in the sense that Louis Vuitton didn't want to put, like, bad stench on Virgil's name either, upon their name too. But their outside decor was hard. It was like a whole bunch of color transitions fading into other colors, and it was one of those palace something. I forgot what it was called, but it was basically a stream of bushes on the runway or like trees, and then in the middle is the runway of like the switch color blocking and stuff like that, and a lot of high-renowned people were there. Kanye was there. Eminem was there. Don was there with his wife. Beautiful. The New York barbecue boys were all there.
Shout out barbecue boys.
Who else was there? Nas walked. Steve Lacy walked in the thing as well. Playboy Cardi walked in there looking like a statement of like a 1980s movie of like what they think an alien looks like. Because he was sporting like some shit that looked like foil. Like aluminum foil?
Yeah, Playboy Cardi, like just him as a person, looks super out of place there. At least Steve Lacy and them could like make it work.
Steve Lacy had the 90s, what's that shit called? Fishnet tee with a fucking LV logo in the middle of that shit.
And he rocked that shit.
Somebody else was in there. Oh, Cudi was in there too. Yo, fam, how old is Cudi?
He's in his 30s for sure.
Cudi's in his 30s?
Yeah.
Cudi looks old as shit, dude.
You know what? This is a quick Google search. It's only 3 words. Kid Cudi age. What comes up? He's 34 years old.
34?
Yeah, he was born...
Cudi looks like he's like Hove's age, my nigga.
He was born in 84.
Jeez.
Hove is like 44, 45.
Hove is almost 50.
Shut the fuck up.
He is almost 50. Hove is definitely almost 50. Hove is like 48, 46, some shit.
I typed in Hove age and it gave me shit for HPV.
Nigga, did I type in Hove into Google? Who's man?
Jay-Z is 48, I thought his name was
Yeah,
44.
Hove is old, nigga.
Eminem's 45.
Fab is a lot older than you think as well.
How old is Fab?
Like 40-something, probably.
Oh, here I go trying to type Fab into Google.
But, alright, so let's bring this back.
Nah, Fab's 40. That's old enough to get away with it.
Alright, so bring it back to the collection. A lot of hype was around his new sneaker. And it kind of looks like a high top Air Jordan 3, in a sense. It's dope. I don't like the high top. I like the low top. The low top looks like the Nike Flight 89, which was a big shoe that Kanye used to wear like around the same time when he was going with the Balenciaga Arenas early on. That sneaker was really dope. As far as the high top, I don't like the high top. The high top looks like a boxing Jordan sneaker. I'm not a big fan of that. Overall, I think Virgil really connected very well with this.
This shit is cool. With
this collection,
everything's cool.
Everything was like I think the whole like synopsis of it was I think it was the world. We are the world. So all the models were from every background, every shade, everything. I think that's why it tied back into the color shadings from different colors in it. I guess signifying unity.
I mean, even just apart from that, when you're just looking at the clothes the
clothes is dope.
They're good shit. It's clean, it's simple, but it's got that like extra high fashion Virgil touch that we know.
It looks like what Off-White maybe would look like if they had more help and better resources than everything else. It was really dope to me. I really like that collection. Like no hype shit. That collection was dope. Another thing that they brought back was the LV Millionaires.
What are those?
The Millionaires is the sunglasses that Pharrell designed. Pharrell Nico designed early, maybe like 2008. Where it's like a normal shading at the top. It has a gold bar. They were really popular. But I think the new ones are called the Millionaires 1.5.
Yeah.
Those shits are fucking hard. They're like
They don't have the gold across the top anymore.
No,
all the way. They're just
but they have the thick framing around it. I like that shit in glasses. The thick frame around it was super dope. By the way, Uleli make. Oh my god, she would kill her fit going to the fucking.
These are the type of glasses that you wear like when you cop a whole outfit from Dapper Dan.
That's exactly what it is. It's that 80s dope boy glasses, but they mixed it in with the LV Millionaire. Another thing that I saw from their collection was one of the best looks that they had was a guy wearing a red blazer with a lighter red shirt under it, and then a crossbody that was a brown, but it's not like one of those like fucking dark ugly browns. It's like one of those like light browns. And then he had a light brown LV thing on, LV belt, and then he had the Timbs, like the LV Timbs. There's LV Timbs. That was the hardest look I've seen. It's besides the Timbs, because I didn't like that.
I don't know. I fuck with Steve Lacy's like shit that they had him in.
The fishnet?
That's kind of tough, bro.
I don't know. I think I'm cool on the fishnet.
We gotta bring that back. Look, it's Pride Month. You know.
I think that did have a point to why he had that
part to play. And one thing that I was worried about is that if Virgil was doing all this stuff for Louis Vuitton, that Off-White might suffer. But looking at what they put out,
no, they put out some pretty dope shit. The Off-White collection that they just dropped was pretty dope. It was the best. I've never been a fan of Off-White, but it was the best Off-White that I have seen him put out. And I think they did a collab. It was a collab with Bart Simpson.
Yeah, the Simpsons. They came out with some cool stuff, sweaters, t-shirts, regular stuff. But aside from that, like just it almost looks like, of course, because it's by the same dude, that the two collections go together. Like you would wear the Louis Vuitton one outside, and you wear the Off-White one inside, type deal.
Maybe you wear the Off-White thing into like a party or something. Yeah. Or like if you go on a date with a chick. It's very well.
I feel like it's the same person could wear both.
It's like tailored streetwear. That's basically the best I could put it. It's like tailored streetwear.
But it's like reverse tailored because it's like
because it's big. Yeah,
it's big on purpose. It's still to your body, but it's just like
Sarah Mauer is a writer for Vogue. She had a really good point on it. She said that it looks like 90s Helmut Lang wear, which is basically the shit that we've been talking about lately, where it's sporty and like concise in the same sense. Her exact words where it's reminiscent of Helmut Lang's 90s canon design, the casual but formal, the sense of just new shit.
Yeah, shout out.
I respect Virgil for one thing. He had a lot of different people in this walkway. It wasn't just like one set of skin tone.
And he had a lot of pressure to like succeed with this.
Oh,
I think he knocked that shit out.
He had the bullseye on his back. So I really respect him because in the time when he was needed to produce, he produced, and this was really good. Like all the shit that he put out was good. He put out a documentary of him on the behind the scenes of doing this collab. It was a pretty dope documentary. It's like 11 minutes. It's just showing you behind the scenes of like what he does every day. And
if you haven't seen it, check it out and just look at this collection because they go hand in hand.
Yeah, if you go onto the Vogue thing, look that I'm talking about. If anybody wants to like search it up, it's Sarah Mauer, the Vogue, and she's just basically telling you about the overview of the thing. Look 50 was really dope too. Another thing that he did was he enhanced like the classic looks. He enhanced like the bags. He enhanced those with like these chains that look like links. That looks like a chain. Like and
you're right about Look 50. That jacket is tough.
Look 50 is hard. Look at the bag. The bag is really dope. The bag is a trunk bag. It's like a mini trunk bag.
Imagine like a solid black lunchbox.
Yeah. Or you can just imagine Louis Vuitton trunks and just put it into a miniature.
Nah, you gotta imagine a lunchbox.
But it's really dope. As far as sneakers, I only saw the sneaker that everybody had on. The Don C had on. I think Victor Cruz had them on. Everybody had them. I guess Virgil like gave his close friend the looks. But look at Look 36. Look 36 is the most concise.
I saw 36. It's the red with the red and the red.
It's so dope.
And the brown.
It's so dope. Besides the Timbs, take the Timbs away. Put something else on it. That look is dope.
Nah, you gotta leave the Timbs on.
No, I don't like the Timbs. I think the Timbs have a strap on them too. I'm fine.
I would have been down to see. I know we're just saying numbers at this point, but Look 22. that's my shit right there.
Yeah, whoever's listening to this is definitely gonna have to Google it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pull it up and go along with us.
The most we could do is try to explain it to you.
So look 22. It's a young Asian man wearing what seems to be a Kevlar vest, downed in some Ralph pants and high top shoes.
Another thing I was gonna say about this collection, he added on to that the whole thing about the side bags and stuff. He added on to that with what I seen. I was watching a Steve McQueen movie not too long ago. It's called Bullet, and he has the holsters over a turtleneck, and I was like, that look is really dope. That's
really what
holster.
It looks like.
It's what it is. It said you're just using it as compartments for.
Yeah, you just put it whatever you're wearing, but they're like neon colors.
No, but they have a black, and then they have an off-white color. No pun intended. Yeah, but that look is really dope too, and I think they have another one that straps onto like the top of your thigh, like right around where your pocket's gonna be, and it's basically they took 90s gun holsters or like 70s 80s gun holsters that they used to have in cop movies and put them into high fashion wear. All right, let's see.
But I think the chains on the bags is my favorite part of it.
I like the links on the bags. Another thing that we can get into is for anybody with a lot of success, there comes a lot of problems as well. A lot of people have been talking about how Virgil steals from other designers, like as far as the chair, the IKEA chair that everybody was saying that he stole the design, and now they're saying that he sold a design from a brand in Japan. It's called.
What did he steal?
It was a jacket that he put out for Off-White, where it was like the way they had it displayed. It's like a pyramid jacket. And they just put it side by side. The jacket, it does look similar, to be honest.
Did he ever come out and say anything about it, or the brand, or is it just people putting them together?
Where is it at? All right, this is it. So the right is the original, the first person, and the other one is his.
Yeah,
this is a live reaction from Andrew right here. So
I can see why people would think it, but I don't think so.
So the other brand is a Japan brand called Anrealage. Yeah, but that's not. Apparently, that hasn't been the first time. But I wanted to get into the topic of
stealing art.
Well, is it cool to copy other artists in fashion or any creative like outlet?
Yes, that is all.
Nigga, expound.
Why? It needs no further explanation.
What do you mean?
Because copying or like imitation, I don't agree that it's the highest form of like flattery or whatever, but that's how people get better. That's how people learn. When it's someone like Virgil, let's say Virgil did steal that. To me, that's kind of like fucking stupid because you're already a creative. You already can do your own shit. But let's say like some dude in the 8th grade makes his own box logo. Who the fuck is that hurting? Honestly.
Well, I think the thing is that they're saying it because he's on top and he's stealing designs from the other people on the bottom.
Well, then, how many people have heard of Anrealage or whatever?
It's a popular brand in Japan.
Right, there you go. Now you got clout outside of Japan. You're welcome.
I don't think so.
I'm sending you.
I don't think that's how it goes. But Picasso has a quote that says, "Good artist copy, great artist steal."
Yeah.
So copying and duplicating I think it could be done as long as you give credit where you got it from. Stealing
or make it better.
Stealing in the sense where they say you steal it and then you make it yours. And you're absorbing everything that you as an artist do and make it into yours. That's how you come up with an original idea.
I agree.
I think with the whole Virgil thing, everybody's just doesn't like that he's not a fashion designer, quote unquote. Like he didn't go to fashion school and didn't come up through fashion.
Right.
They don't like it. I mean, I'm pretty sure the color of his skin doesn't help either in the fashion world.
If you didn't know, Virgil was a black man.
I think everybody knows Virgil's a black man.
Chill, bro.
All right, so back to the Off-White spring summer. They came out with more Nike shoes. What do you think about them? Did you see them on there?
The new Off-White Nikes?
Yeah, they have.
I'm tired of them already.
They have 2 Air Max 97s. I like one Air Max 97 that they have where it's all gray Air Max 97 and it has a translucent sole.
Yeah.
That one is really dope. But I mean, who didn't know that Nike was going to do this?
They're milking a cow.
They
bro.
need it.
They tease new blazers.
Just like the new blazers are pretty dope though. They have like two new blazers that are pretty dope.
There's
but
like a cream with
that's what a corporate company is gonna do to creative ideas. They're gonna milk it until they can't milk it anymore.
It's lame.
It's the same thing with Yeezys. How much fucking pair of colors of Yeezys do we need?
We didn't need any, first of all.
Like no, Yeezys were needed in a fashion sense in the sneaker world.
Yeezys weren't needed. Adidas needed Yeezys.
Well, yeah, you can say it that way too. But I mean, Kanye needed them in
Kanye needs a lot of things, but we're not gonna get into that. That's my boy right there. The thing about Nike and Off-White is that we knew it was coming. We knew we were gonna get a bunch really quick, like really fast. How many colorways of each one are already out now? Like at least multiple of every model besides maybe
I think we're about to have multiples of every model.
Yeah, because they've left the Hyperdunk alone, haven't they?
Yeah, because the Hyperdunk was the one that nobody liked.
Yeah, and the Converse one.
Yeah, the Converse one. Well, the Converse one just came out, so I'm pretty sure they're going to come out with like a black pair.
So
as well,
I like the shoes, but I don't care. So when people say, "What do you feel about them?" I'm never gonna buy them ever. Ever. And
he's only pissed because he wanted the Blazers and he couldn't get the Blazers.
Yeah, the first one. Alright, chill. But I'm never gonna get them. But people ask me, "What do you think about them?" I like them, but that's it. It stays at that. I'm never gonna be more interested in them.
I think as far as Virgil in the fashion world, why he gets so much criticism is because he's the first to do anything. It's Virgil just being used so that nobody else can get through the door.
I think he's being used, but not for that sense. He's definitely being used because of the figure that he is. He's also talented, so he's talented, so it makes sense to appointment, but he's being used because of his following and what he can do. Which I guess you would want to appoint someone with that, anyways.
Yeah, of course.
I think,
but I feel like they might be using him as a more licensing to say, "Hey, look." We like people like you guys in the fashion world. As far as not only just because of the color of the skin, but as far as streetwear brand getting into the fashion world, rather than them just taking ideas from other streetwear brands and just making it on their own and not giving somebody a shot from that thing. They're just using them as like a more licensing to say, hey, we got somebody in here. We got one of you. We got one of you in here.
But is that the only way to do it?
The door's going to close after that.
Yeah, but is that the only way that these brands are going to show their appreciation for the other side?
That's what I'm saying. Is Virgil the only appreciation that we're gonna get?
Like, are we ever gonna see someone else?
Because they definitely don't want Kanye in.
They definitely don't want Kanye because Kanye is wild.
Kanye wanted exactly what Virgil has now.
Like, are we gonna see Samuel Ross at Chanel or something crazy?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, is it gonna be to where we just say fuck it and we just take it over, or they're gonna let us in and work with? If they're smart as from a business aspect. Just let somebody work in. That way, your brand doesn't get the growth by itself because you're gonna have to do two of them at one time.
But I think Louis Vuitton genuinely wanted Virgil, and they probably wanted him for a long time, and that's their way of showing their acceptance of the streetwear. Because they also, even before this, they collabed with Supreme. They did that shit.
Yeah, but it's all in the same year.
It's all in the same year. But is it the same fiscal year? Eyeball emoji. I don't know. But
I don't think it is.
We also see Dior collabing with KAWS. So that's another bridge there.
Yeah, Dior and KAWS are having... There hasn't been much leaked about that thing, except KAWS saying that he was going to get into Dior. It's a collab between him and Kim Jones, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do some menswear stuff.
Yeah.
They're bridging that as well, but KAWS has already become a great painter.
KAWS is famous, but he's famous in
painter.
The other realm of the fashion world.
Yeah, KAWS is definitely a streetwear person because KAWS used to be a graffiti artist. That's how he got his name. He used to do graffiti on posters.
Like he has shit with Jordan. He has shit with Supreme. He has stuff in that realms.
He has a lot of shit. He has a lot of shit,
but for him to be working with
he has the balance of being in the realms of high end and having just like streetwear people and stuff like that. Like I think he does a lot of things with skate brands as well.
So I think that's the right move for Dior to follow after Louis Vuitton. And
these brands have to make a big splash now. After Virgil did what he did, like what are we talking about here? Like this nigga had like one of the best runway shows already so far.
Yeah,
out of everybody who had
on his first try.
On his first try, like this puts a big onus on the fashion world as far as the people who have just got hired.
Yeah.
Kim Jones being one, but he made the right move of getting cars.
Like,
away.
what's going to follow this up, truthfully? Because all these other brands,
Exactly.
they have to appeal to so much more now because the eye's on them.
All right, we're going to transition to new music that came out this week.
I'll let you take this, bro.
There was a lot of music that came out this week. The Hov and B album came out, the Nas album came out, and the J Rock album came out. I think a new Jameson album came out as well, but I didn't get the chance to listen to it.
I didn't listen to them. I listened to the Nas and I listened to the J Rock, and I tried illegally.
How much songs did you listen to on the Hov and B album?
6.
And out of those 6,
How many did I like?
yeah.
2.
Out of the whole album, there's 9 tracks. I like 5. The second track where it's the Migos, I don't like that track at all. But I feel like the album was a lot better than what I thought it was gonna be, because I never liked Hov and Beyonce collaborations like since from the beginning. Like, I think the only collaboration that I like was the Bonnie and Clyde song, and then the last On the Run, I think it's On the Run 2 song that came out. I like that song as well. Hov got busy on this album.
Hov did his thing on the album, but at the same time, I felt like he was playing second fiddle throughout the whole shit.
I mean, you gotta play second fiddle to the wifey. The wifey is the queen. The wifey's the queen.
When
Nigga,
you're
did you not hold on? Did you not hear these fucking lines that he was saying in the album?
I saw the Chief Keef shout out, so I need.
No, as far as them in the relationship. So they did a Styles P, Jadakiss back and forth thing, which I actually liked about that album. That they did a back and forth thing about rapping. By the way, Beyonce's rapping a lot better than a lot of your favorite rappers. Speaking of Angel saying that Hov played second fiddle to Beyonce, a line on the record was Hov fucked. I think the exact line was Hov fucked up, so he had to get me a new diamond. She said she didn't want her diamond, so he bought a new diamond. And she said that they had another wedding. She made them have another wedding. Nigga, you see why you playing second fiddle? Like, what you mean? That's the wifey. But yo,
she making him grow his hair out and everything.
I don't think she's making him grow his hair out. Hov has always low key wanted to grow his hair out. So I think he's at the age now where he's like, fuck that shit, nigga.
I'm going all in, bro.
There was a lot of shots on this album coming from both people, from Beyonce and from Hov. Hov threw some shots Hov definitely threw some shots at Kanye, but there's a line on, I believe it's Bosses, where everybody's conflicted on who he's going at. So I'm going to read the line out loud. I'm going to read the line, and then I'm going to tell Andrew to give me a guess on who he thinks this line is about. Alright, so the line goes, everybody bosses till it's time to pay the office. To the invoices separate the man from the boys. Over here we measure success by how many people successful next to you. Here we say everybody gets broke except for you. And then he just says boss at the end. Who do you think that line was? That Kanye or Drake?
That's definitely a Kanye.
But that invoice line.
The invoice line. Maybe it could be both. So
everybody bosses till the invoice separate the men from the boys over here. AKA the invoice line for the Pusha the invoice thing from the Pusha shit. He definitely took a lot of shots at Kanye though, for sure. That whole Friends song was all about Kanye.
Yeah. I mean, this shit came out of nowhere too.
See, everybody's on the conspiracy theory shit.
I'm tired of this conspiracy shit, bro.
It's cause, but it just so happens that you drop it when Nas drops, so everybody's gonna think some percentage is like, oh, alright, Nas drops, so Hov is like, alright,
aren't they friends now?
Yeah.
So I don't get it. That conspiracy.
There's still competition in everything though.
Yeah, but if
they're fighting for like number 1, number 2 in New York as like now. But like number 1, number 2 for me is the whole.
But I think if that were the case, you wouldn't tag team with your wife.
I mean, she giving niggas the bars too though. Like, all right, so we're gonna transition to this Nas album. The whole album, I would give it a 6 out of 10.
The Hov and Bay.
Yeah.
B.
The Nas album. All right, the Nas album. First listen, I was this album's pretty dope. Then I listened to it maybe like 2 or 3 more times, and I felt that the album lacked production. That's what the album lacked the most. Like, 2 records on there had really good beats. I like the Adam and Eve beat and the Bon Jovi
yeah,
beat.
Bon Jovi is super hard.
But I feel like the rest of the album lacked so hard. I feel like when on the Cop Shot the Kid, they did too much.
That song is horrible.
They did too much with the Slick Rick sample. Like, I feel like in the beginning when they had it, they should have just done it for like the first 10 seconds.
It's literally the whole song.
It's the whole song. The whole song is the Cop Shot the Beat sample is the beat. But on every song, I feel like Nas Nas's bars was on point on every song for me. Another conspiracy theory was that Nas did that to get off Def Jam. Like, he only needed one album to get off Def Jam. But still, like, that should not be an excuse why your album is bad because you want to get off Def Jam.
Yeah.
Like, Frank Ocean did that shit with...
and he dropped Endless.
Endless. And I like that better than Blonde.
I have to disagree, but Endless is really good.
I like that better than Blonde. I wasn't a big Blonde fan. Everybody loved Blonde. Blonde's good, but
That's a conversation for another day.
I wouldn't go crazy.
The thing about the fucking Nas album is that it starts off so bad. The first two songs for me, which are Not For Radio and the Cop Shot the Kid track.
Not For Radio is only bad because they got the Puff fucking ad-libs on there. That song would not be bad if they did not put the Nas fucking thing. Because it sounds very cinematic. Very cinematic.
And
you
don't have the time to do that on a 7-track song.
And fucking album. Diddy just screams all over the track for like 8 minutes, my nigga. I'm like, yo, come on.
Oh, but the 7-minute track with The Dream and Kanye.
Everything.
That's a good track.
Everything is a good track. That's another part of the album that I like the beat. Yeah. I like the production on that.
The thing about Cop Shot the Kid is that the idea is great. It's a great like public revolution political song, but the bars are horrid. Like, I didn't enjoy any of the wordplay and that shit. Like,
I don't remember exactly. I don't think I think that any of the bars on any of this album was bad. But I just didn't like the production on any of this shit. From Bon Jovi and down, I like every song. Bon Jovi and then everything and the Adam and Eve and Simple Things. I like every one of those songs.
Bon Jovi and Adam and Eve in my
White Label was good. Not for those first two songs. I just don't like.
So out of 7, I like 4 or 5.
That's really good.
I guess so.
That's the majority of the album. But I feel like production wise, Kanye could have done a lot, but out of all these records, I don't think that Kanye's been doing good production-wise. I think niggas is just saying it because it's Ye, but like I think I finally heard the Kids See Ghost shit, but that was not by choice. That was while I was in the car, and I like 2 or 3 records off of there.
Look, the Kanye production on these things hasn't been amazing.
Besides Pushes.
Pushes was awesome.
Pushes was the best production that we had, all of them.
Yeah.
But the other ones you could just say like 2 or 3 of them were good.
So
2 or 3 good productions.
Pushes and Kids See Ghosts have the best production out of the 4 that have come out. Ye's has probably one of the worst.
I already said this, probably on episode 1 or 2. Tiana Taylor's album is going to be the best album on this fucking little run they're having. She's gonna have the best album on here. But continuing on music, J-Rock just dropped the album, which I feel out of all the albums that have dropped in like the past month besides Push's album, he has the best album out.
I think this is his most commercial project.
It was the most concise album out of all these other albums. Like TDE is showing you like, yo, they're a fucking brand that you can trust. Like TDE drops albums and they're all good. I don't think there's been a TDE album that I'm like, yo, that album is fucking horrible.
Lance Skywalker.
I haven't listened to Lance Skywalker album, to be honest. Lance Skywalker is not good live. I don't like him live, but I've heard a couple of his songs and he's not bad.
I really like J-Rock's album.
J-Rock's album is really good. Like, that album is really good. Favorite tracks on there was Rotation 1112. 112. Was it Redemption with SZA? I like the album a lot. I mean, that track a lot. For What It's Worth was a good song, and Bloodthirst was a really good song. Out of all out of all these, I probably like maybe, how much tracks is on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The one thing that I like, while a time when everybody was dropping 7 tracks, and all these people are dropping small albums, he dropped a big album.
Well, he dropped a regular sized album. Let's be real.
It's not regular sized.
It's 13 tracks. That's regular.
Is it 13 tracks?
Yeah.
It looks like a lot more when you scroll through that shit for real.
Yeah.
It looks like it was like 16.
My favorite shit on there is ES Tales. That shit is super hard. It's got the Mario sample, when you hit a coin. That shit is super hard.
Yeah, he probably spent so much money on that fucking that sample.
Chill, bro. Legend says that Kendrick paid for it.
Alright. Is that true or you just like saying
No,
bullshit?
that was actually a real rumor.
Oh,
shout out.
So, it's a real rumor. That's very redundant. Alright, so J-Rock is my favorite out of the TD group. I like J-Rock the most out of everybody. His flow and cadence is just like, you're always going to know what you get. He's kind of like Lloyd Banks. Like, you're always going to know what you get. You're going to get California gangbang. It's not like gangbang like YG gangbang. It's like your OG from your hood is the person who's rapping on the album. And one thing that got lost in all this shit, I forgot J-Rock was like almost dead on his motorcycle accident.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I don't even remember that, but I'm saying, oh yeah.
I remember that because I listened to his interview on Breakfast Club, and he was saying it's a lot on the album. He was saying like he was going through like a lot of like just like staying on the problem. Like it just kept popping up in his head, and he was like stuck in his head in a sense. Things that could have happened while he was on. Because I feel like last time when he dropped 9001. Or
9059.
9059. I'm like, oh, J-Rock dropped a really good album.
Really
and
good.
how long was that ago? Like 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like, where the fuck has J-Rock been like this whole time? And I'm like, oh shit. When he said that, I was reminded, and on the album, I was reminded, like, oh shit, this nigga was really like going through some shit. I think he said he broke his pelvis.
That's just reflected on here too. You could hear it.
Yeah, like you can hear this album is like it has like a dark tone to it, to the album.
But if you were like just listening to it in the background, it's probably get you hyped though.
Yeah, because the beats. Yeah, because the production is always good. Like I like the way the TD does it, where everybody is like, all right, we're stopping everything we're doing this month, and we're focusing on this person.
Yeah.
So we can put the best product out at the time, which is how I think a lot of brands should focus on things like that. Especially a lot of fashion brands. I think they can benefit from that, where everybody's just like, we're focusing on this one thing today, and just like get the best ideas out of everyone. Moving along, fucking Acne Studios dropped their spring summer 2019. I feel like Acne Studios is always consistent, but they have a lot of weird looks this time. Where it's like the first thing that pops up on one of the looks is somebody wearing
it's like a
tank top with
like a
fur
tank top. No.
Yeah.
So let's say like you went home and you cut your jeans, and that little phrase at the bottom. Imagine that on the outline.
Yeah, on the outline of a tank top.
Like really bad.
But they had some good pieces on here with like they do pastel colors. I think on this one they do like a lot of pastel colors. But that is what I feel like what Acne Studio always does with their face tees.
Yeah, and they're killing the see-through shit. Like that's heavy in fashion.
The Prada spring collection
Fire.
came out. That shit was dope. One thing that was funny when I first saw the backstage pictures was this button-up T-shirt that they have looks like.
It looks like Pirates of the Caribbean.
It looks like the blouse that they made Jerry wear on Seinfeld, which is a famous episode. It's probably everybody's favorite episode. Is the blouse episode on it, where it's a really poofy. Where you button it up, it's very fluffy in the front.
Imagine a pirate shirt. It looks just like a fucking pirate shirt.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck pirates wear. But no, this turtleneck is really dope. It's a turtleneck, and then on the corner it has a little patch of a Prada patch. Like, but it's not in the perfect Prada. It's not in the perfect Prada writing or like they always have.
No, I think with this collection, Prada really experimented with their name.
Yeah,
their logo.
Well, the logo that they had right there looks like they got like inspiration from
a cereal box.
Yeah, it kind of looks like streetwear-ish to me, to be honest.
That's what it is. Truthfully, it looks really cartoonish. They really amplified it. There's different variations of the logo in this collection.
I like it a lot though. I like the half zip jackets that they have, the turtlenecks. They also have these I don't know what the hats are called. Where the hats that cover your ears?
Just imagine like a Russian hat. That's what it is.
It's just the hat that everybody up north wears when they try to cover their ears. The glasses are really dope too. It's like a mix of an Oakley and a designer glasses. They have. I feel like they did a good mixture of bringing in streetwear and bringing in their normal stuff.
The hat is called a Ushanka.
A Ushanka, but they have like down coats that are really dope. They have bags. I feel like. Theirs is the closest thing to like the Louis Vuitton collab to me. I mean, not the Louis Vuitton collab, but the Louis Vuitton Virgil collection. I feel like they have a lot of similarities as far as them doing new type of shoulder bags and keeping it.
The bags are really cool in this product collection. They're just really interesting the way they reinvented themselves just for this.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like Virgil and I don't know who the head designer is of Prada had like. Dinners together and like, oh, this is what we're gonna do, because it's the same thing as the sense of like they have a lot of color schemes, a lot of different colors, but that is spring and summer too, so it's normally the same colors like yellow, red, blue, a lot of blues and stuff like that.
Don't get me wrong, this Prada shit, It's not good, but I like it.
It's good. All right, I don't know, Andrew. Andrew's just like super high today, but
do you think the way that there's a New York barbecue boys that all these big fashion heads get together,
yeah,
fucking
1000%.
They grill eggplants, but like on a stone.
I don't know if they grow eggplants, but I definitely know they run in circles. When you're at a certain level, you always run in circles like that. Oh, another thing that happened big in the streetwear, or not streetwear, but in the shoe world was Jay-Z was appointed president of Puma.
Puma basketball, very important.
Puma basketball. You think that could push them into the conversation with Nike and Adidas?
No, that's fucking stupid. It's a dumb appointment. It's the wrong person to appoint. It's the wrong time to announce the appointment. It's the wrong person. It's the wrong shoe. It's the wrong department. It's the wrong company.
Alright, you want to expound on why you think it's the wrong person?
It's Jay-Z.
What?
Jay-Z doesn't play basketball.
Alright.
So why would he head...
Pharrell doesn't play basketball either, but he has a basketball sneaker with Adidas.
He has a basketball sneaker.
Oh, yeah.
He's not the head of the whole basketball department.
This ties in this way. Jay-Z owns Roc Nation Sports Agency. Well, he owns Roc Nation, and Roc Nation has a sports agency. So I think the way that Puma was trying to get all these people to sign with Puma, all these NBA athletes to sign with Puma, was bringing in Jay-Z, because Jay-Z, of course, is an icon in the culture. So they already signed two big names. I don't think Hov itself is going to be designing sneakers, but Hov does have.
But wouldn't you want someone that would?
But think about everybody. I don't think presidents of basketball design sneakers. I think they just do everything behind
you want
the
someone
scenes.
who can be involved at all levels.
But I saw this coming a while ago. For example, Big Sean made the move. Rihanna made the move.
Shout out.
I believe there's two other people that are on. Meek Mill made the move.
One of the
Meek
Jenners
Mill,
got a Puma.
Meek Mill signed to Roc Nation. I'm tying this all back to Hov. So and Emery, which Emery is a real close friend of Jay-Z. He's been doing a lot of collabs, a clothing line, and Emery's the head of it. And they've been doing a lot of Puma collabs in the recent years. And a lot of people who run through the Roc Nation circles are all wearing Pumas. So I saw this coming a while ago because I know how Hov moves. I wouldn't be surprised if Hov buys a piece of Puma.
It's like when you see that one dad in the neighborhood who gets a new pair of shoes and he gets all his kids the same pair of shoes.
But Hov has impact with fashion, but low key. Hov really made everybody grow up and stop wearing jerseys at a time when everybody was wearing throwback big jerseys. He was telling people, "Yo, button up. It's time to button up."
Let it be known that before that he was wearing his jerseys though.
Yeah,
he was getting his jersey off.
And then he switched. While everybody was doing something, he switched.
Yeah.
I don't think he has the impact on the fashion culture as far as like Pharrell does. Like, I don't think he has that.
I think
but he does have impact.
The people who are gonna wear Puma already wear Puma.
Noah NYC has I don't know if it's still gonna be up by the time this comes out tomorrow.
It won't be.
But they have a T-shirt coming out that you can pre-order, and all the proceeds are going to the kids that are being held captive in these tents after they're being split from their parents.
Right, and even though like the policies have changed, it's still not right. And the funds for the shirt are going for the legal teams that are going to help bond these kids out.
Yeah, big shout out to Noah with that one.
Yeah.
All right, that's been episode 4. It's Tokyo E.
AB Dash, you already know.
We out.